What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you could probably tell by the title, I am finally doing an updated video, I guess you could say, on my Hobie Pro Angler 14, my tournament rig. Before I get into it, I just want to clarify that probably 80% of this stuff that I've added onto my kayak is not necessary. You don't need all of this stuff to catch fish or let alone compete. This is just kind of something that, you know, I've grown to really enjoy doing, just rigging up my boat. And yeah, everything that I've added onto my boat has definitely helped me break down water a little bit quicker than if I didn't have such things. But yeah, let's get right into it. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to link everything in the description below, but we'll just get right into it. We're gonna start off right here at the bow. I am running the notorious Motor Guide XI3. This is their kayak version. It's unfortunately they discontinued it, but this is a 12 volt 55 pound thrust trolling motor. The shaft is 36 inches to accommodate for the kayaks. Currently running the Katana blade on it just because I've had quite a few grass events, so this blade really helps cut the weeds as I go through them. I don't know what you call this thing, but this is how you release the motor to drop it in the water. And I just got this hooked up on a little S carabiner thing with this paracord that I've routed through the kayak, or through the hole. And yeah, it says kickstand, but really I just pull this and then it releases the motor into the water. Let's get this out of the way. All right, I might not be able to open up the hole or the front hatch, but this is what I got going on at the front hatch. This is where all the magic happens. Obviously I'm not running the Hobie front hatch bucket. Reason being is it doesn't close, the front hatch doesn't close properly with my black box here, so I figured, yeah, just take it out, save weight anyways. But regardless of that, yeah, so it's a little bit messy here. I've got my little water plunger thing in here. I'm running the Tim Percy plate that has my Garmin GLS 10, the LiveScope box mounted on it, along with my Yak Power switch. I am running this black box on a 16 volt 30 amp hour battery. I chose to go 16 just so I'm not hitting anything below 12 volts, because that's what LiveScope, that's what the device, it's what it demands for. And yeah, 16 volts, you'll never drop below 12. Also forgot to mention that I have these cheap little Amazon nav lights, so if I ever damage them, I can just rip them off and just replace them. Moving on over, we have the Dugout dashboard mount. I forgot what this is actually called, but it's on Dugout Fishing, their website. Before I was running dual 106 SVs, however I got rid of the other one, I got rid of one of them, and now I have got my new unit strictly for live scoping only. This is the Garmin 8612. This is actually going to be my first time taking it out as well, so later on in the video I'll probably do a little bit of fishing, and yeah, we're going to be testing this thing out. But yeah, just got this right at the center of my dashboard right there. For the rod tubes, I don't normally like too much clutter on my deck, so I figured that the best way, I figured that deleting the rod tubes was going to be the best route for me and my preference and what I like to, or how I like to fish. I've got my XI3 on this Marine Co plug, and then the other side of that Yak power switch is right here, so I can connect or turn it on and then distribute power to either my graphs or my nav lights. On this other side, I have my LiveScope transducer cord going through this little grommet that I made. Looks kind of ghetto, but it works. Let's move on to the center of my hole. Powering all my electronics, screen and nav light wise, is this 12 volt 65 amp hour battery. Nothing to it other than that. I got rid of the bucket here just because yeah, I'm just running out of storage to put these darn batteries. Here we have my Hobie Vantage seat. Right under, you can see I'm running the one objective tackle crate box holder. This thing has been real key in helping me utilize a good amount of storage under here. I never really used anything under here, just stored plastic, but you know, ever since I picked this up, yeah, it's been great. I'm able to store up to six 3600 tackle boxes, so real key in tackle storage. Moving on over, we have the infamous Sniper Marine LiveScope pole. This thing is probably one of my favorite upgrades I've done to this kayak. I've gotten a lot of messages of you guys asking whether to go this route or, you know, the standard you know, pole for LiveScoping, and in my honest opinion, you don't really have to get this thing. I think the other poles, the more standard traditional poles, are fine. However, if you like to chase fish, roamers, I think that this pole is definitely necessary, just because once you're moving, well, I want to say maybe over 2 miles an hour, when you're rotating that pole, that regular pole, there's too much water and resistance, you know, because you're moving. And so that kind of messes things up. With this pole, it alleviates that because you're just turning this knob. So if you like to chase fish, get this pole. If you don't and you just want to use LiveScope like a regular angler, then the other ones are fine. Let's go on to the other side. All right, so I've decided to keep one of the 106 SVs, and this is going to be my main unit for graphing, marking waypoints. I noticed that when I had both of the units up there, it was sort of an inconvenience to, you know, move up forward and back when I was marking like rock piles or fish or school, whatever maybe. Moving this unit up to my, you know, just right beside me, I think is really going to help out when it comes to, you know, graphing around and pre-fishing. Right behind my Vantage seat, I'm rocking the Hobie. I don't know what any of these products are called, but yeah, I'm rocking their little accessory backpack. This thing's cool. I've got like my scale, little tools, the little carry-ons, the little knickknacks I'm carrying in here. I don't really know what to do with this. This is what carries my GoPro batteries or my DJI batteries, but for right now this works. I just leave it back there and it's been working, so haven't really figured out a better spot for it. Moving on over here, we have my little Hobie cup holder, and right here we have the NK throttle for my NK300 in the back. This is sitting on a some sort of Yak Attack mount. Here's where I mount my second camera for the third person shots. This is on a Yak Attack pole, the longest one. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, just got it mounted right there, connected to a Dakota Lithium power box. This is what powers that camera. Right here is the big battery that powers the XI3. Inside this box, this is the Newport battery box, but inside is a 12 volt 140 amp hour battery, and that's a pretty hefty boy. This thing lasts me, I want to say two full trips. It would last me 2 full trips of all day fishing. Of course, we are running the very popular Yak Attack 16x16 black box. This thing carries my soft plastics, and along with that, my 36 volt battery that is powering the stern motor. I just drilled a hole right here and fed the wire through, and yeah, so this gets me from point A to B, also gets me up to, I want to say 6 miles per hour, whereas that one's a little bit slower, more so of just having it for spot lock. But this is pretty much it, guys. I mean, like I said, guys, this isn't necessary. You don't need this to compete. You don't need it to fish or chase bass, but I've just grown to be sort of a kayak enthusiast, so. But yeah, guys, with all that being said, let's get out on the water for the second half of this video and see if we can dial down this graph and stumble upon some fish. Alright, y'all. Start off with this mooch minnow on this Bass Union ball-headed jig. First impressions of this unit. The clarity, brother, is insane. The clarity on this thing is crazy, dude. What's cool about this graph is I can... This is insane. I can record. I mean, we'll see if I record today, but like screen record. That way you guys can see what's going on. Pretty insane. I usually run my LiveScope a little bit hotter than most. Reason being is I just don't want to lose out on information. You have to know that the cleaner you keep your screen, your display, the more details you're taking away from what you're actually seeing. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, that's why I don't like to run too much of a clean screen. Look at that. I got a fish. Saw him somewhere. I think he's right there. He's barely visible. There he is. I don't know if that's on him. Oh, that is pretty. It's right on him. Turn around. Oh, he sees it. He's not gonna get it. Eat it. That was so cool. It's been so long since I got on a minnow bite. Oh my gosh. It's a good one too. See, this is what I'm talking about, like chasing fish, or maybe not chasing, well yeah, chasing fish, and then also just panning around for those floaters. Like, this guy was floating high. Oh my gosh. That's a fatty, dude. Oh. Dude, how? Alright. Don't know how I hooked him like this. It's a nice one up there. That was cool. think we finally have a decent spot where we can screen record. Alright, we are recording. This spot has a lot of fish actually. I really want to get a fish on the jerkbait. Come on, big one. That's a big one. Oh my gosh. That was so cool, dude. Tell me that was you can't not tell me that wasn't cool. Just freaking rip and drag, dude. This is a freaking 17-inch fish right here. It's off of a freaking brush pile. Dude never had a... Oh my gosh. Damn, boys. Sheesh. That was amazing. Exhilarating. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's weigh this sucker. Should be a 2.5, no? Oh yeah. It's a freaking solid one. 266, dude. It's almost 2 3/4. Bro. That dude's been eating. Sheesh. There's a lot of them here, dude. I mean, this is Lake Orville. They're everywhere, you know? It's just, if you can find a consistency of like size, so maybe like 3-pounders, bro, that's a great day out on Lake Orville. Whew, that thing's big. That guy's a big one. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he bit. Dude. Oh, it's a catfish. Dude, what the? Hey Siri, call Dad. Dude, I was wondering why it was so freaking big. Put him on the stringer just because I know my dad's probably gonna want him. Dad, you want a catfish? It's a channel, probably like 15 inches. Okay. All right, bye. Dude, he's got freaking slime all over me, man. Sick. Finally, dude. They are bass. Dude, they're all schooled up like lasagna. There's so many. These schoolies are very small. Oof. Nice one right there. Some beaut. He's just gonna zoom off. See, that one looks like a big one. He came and looked at it, but he's not gonna eat it. Yeah. That sucks. That fish looked like he was actually gonna eat it too. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, you weren't ever coming off, brother. And now the whole school is under us. Oof. Another one. Damn. Right on their head. They fight hard, but they're small. Jeez. Ping and a minnow. That's how you don't get splashed. You just submerge that fish completely in the water. Oh my gosh. Jeez. I think I snagged this fish, dude. This fish got caught in the tail. Oh my gosh. And that's how you get hooked. Hey, what the heck was that? Oh. That's a good eater right there. Nice. This is why I hate fishing for these spots. They're freaking crazy. Get your boat all dirty and slimy. Alrighty guys, that is going to wrap it up for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was really fun to make, and yeah, it's been a long time, somewhat of a long time coming. I've had the PA for a while before I even started adding it into my videos, but you know, I had it on pause, that project, and it's kind of nice to just finally be able to sit back and just like, you know, not relax, but be able to enjoy it now. Now that I have pretty much everything that I want in a kayak build. Again, you know, majority of this stuff is not necessary, but if you guys are looking into, you know, a build of your own, I hope that this video inspires you guys with, you know, maybe something that you might want to be adding onto your rig or whatnot. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share with your friends and family. And as always, I will catch you guys out on the next one. Peace.